My piece is from Medea by Euripides in the role of the messenger. When your two little boys beside their father came hand in hand into the bridal house, we were so happy. We, the slaves who shared with you your pain. Drawn by happiness, I followed behind them to the princess's part of the house. Jason said to her, think of your husband's family as your own. Accept their gifts. She saw the gifts they bore, could not resist. They had scarcely left the room before she picked the lace veil up and wrapped it round herself, and on her brow settled the golden crown. Then she stood up, delighted. She paced around so elegantly, turning to see the folds of finery at her ankles. And suddenly this pleasant scene turned to horror. Her mouth ran with bright scum. Her eyes were turning back into her skull. No blood was in her skin. The servants of the house ran off to fetch the father, to fetch the husband, to tell them the disaster. Long moments she lay, with close-shut eyes in a speechless trance, then woke the poor girl and gave a terrible cry. A second torment opened its attack. The golden garland clinging to her hair melted in a torrent of omnivorous flame, and the delicate gown, your children's gift to her, began devouring the poor girl's delicate flesh. She fell to the floor, exhausted by the pain, past recognition now. The setting of her eyes, the lovely face no longer showed, but blood entwined with flame fell from the crown of her head in gouts and spurts, and from her bones dripped flesh like pine tree tears, the invisible teeth of poison pulping it. A sight so horrible we were all afraid to touch the corpse. The terror had taught us caution. What happens to you, I do not wish to think of. You will know some way to escape their vengeance. But I must think, as I have thought before, that human life is nothing but a shadow, and that clever men, or those reputed clever who play with words, are wrong. They should be called the greatest fools. No mortal man is happy, save from God. Oh, if wealth pours down, one human might become more prosperous than another. But happy?